Hey, it's Connor. Welcome to iFanboy Mini. iFanboy Mini is the small size version of iFanboy, the comic book show. Well, it's Friday. That means today I'm telling you about my pick of the week for the week on iFanboy.com, and it is Final Crisis number 2 from Grant Morrison and G.H.G. Jones. It's part 2 of 7 of the big DCU summer event, the big Final Crisis event that is going to reshape the universe, which is what they do every so often. And the reason this was the pick of the week was because the first issue of Final Crisis was kind of nebulous. I liked it a lot, but there was a lot going on there that we didn't know. It was very dense and lots of plot threads that had just begun. And with issue 2 now, we start seeing more from these plot threads. We start having a better idea of what's happening, and we start to really enjoy it more. At least I did. And I was sucked right in from the very beginning, from the fantastic cover by J.G. Jones. There was 2 of them, but I got the Barry Allen painted cover, and then I was drawn in deep throughout the entire issue. One of the reasons why was because for a big cosmic crisis event, this comic was very focused. The action's all on the street. And what I mean by that is, you've got at a crisis event, usually there's big space battles and there are hundreds of heroes fighting hundreds of villains or aliens or something, or creatures, and they're all battling it out in space on different planets and different dimensions. And here it's all taking place on Earth, except for a quick scene that's on Mars to bury John Jones, who died last month. So besides being on Mars, all the action's taking place on Earth. It's all very much reminiscent of Identity Crisis, which was the Brad Meltzer murder mystery miniseries from several years ago. It doesn't feel so much like a big cosmic crisis as it does a small, focused mystery. And the mystery is, who is gathering all the villains and to take out all the heroes? They've already taken out John Jones. In this particular issue, they strike out at Superman at Lex Luthor's request because he won't join the heroes unless they can prove they can attack Superman. And they do, indirectly. And also taken out is Batman and Green Lantern by an Alpha Lantern, who are the internal affairs cops for the Green Lantern Corps. One of the Alpha Lanterns takes out Green Lantern and Batman. So we've lost John Jones. As a kid, he was always John Jones, so he's always John Jones in my head. We lost John Jones last month. We've got Green Lantern, Hal Jordan, and Batman taken out. Superman's been hurt. So someone very powerful, probably connected to the New Gods, probably Darkseid, but knowing Morrison, maybe not, is gathering all the villains and is enacting a plan. And I love the feeling of dread. I love that it's unfolding slowly. I just love that it's so dense with stuff. And I really don't think you need to know a lot about the DCU. I know that that's the rap on the DCU, is that you need to know who all the characters are and all their backstories. But I feel like comic fans feel like they need to know that. You don't need to know that. You just need to know that something bad is happening. And if you don't know all the information's on the page, I really believe that. I know it's hard for many comic fans to grasp, but I think that's the case. Final Crisis number 2, art by J.G. Jones, beautifully drawn. He draws great characters. He draws great characters that look like they're wearing their costumes, and they all have weight, and they've got facial expressions, and they all look different, and it's just fantastic art, great mystery writing, and I'm just so excited. I like the first issue, I love the second issue, and I can't wait for the rest of it. If you want to read my entire review of Final Crisis number 2, you can go to iFanboy.com. You can check it out there. You can go to revision3.com/iFanboy to see our full-length weekly show, iFanboy. You can check it out on Saturdays. It's available to download then and all throughout the week. Thanks for watching. Talk to you next time.